J.J. Spaun just won the 125th U.S. Open. This was in June of 2025. It was a tremendous accomplishment. J.J. Spaun also has type 1 diabetes. Here is his story. Be sure to watch the last part of this video where we discuss a biotech company working on a cure for type 1 diabetes. So here we go. J.J. Spaun is 34 years old and was born in Los Angeles. He went to San Diego State University. J.J. Spaun has a wife named Melody and two daughters, Emerson and Violet. In 2018, J.J. Spaun was very tired and lost weight. Initially, he was thought to have type 2 diabetes, but J.J. saw a specialist in 2021 and was correctly diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, requiring an insulin pump and continuous glucose monitor. J.J. Spaun donated money to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, later changed its name to Breakthrough Type 1 Diabetes. I'm from San Antonio, and I was actually able to see J.J. Spaun win the Texas Valero Open in 2022. I have a 4-year-old granddaughter with type 1 diabetes, and I was rooting for J.J. Spaun to win. J.J. got off to a strong start at the 125th U.S. Open. Oakmont Country Club had very deep rough and was a difficult course to play. J.J. Spaun was in second place starting the final day of the U.S. Open, but bad luck happened on the second hole when a great approach shot hit the flagstick but bounced off and ended up 49 yards from the hole. Bad luck happened again in the fourth hole when his ball hit a rake and fell onto a side hill in the deep rough. J.J. started with bogeys on 5 of the first 6 holes and went lower on the leaderboard. The rain began to fall, and a rain delay halted play. What could happen next? J.J. Spaun got the chance to regroup and was determined to do his best to try to get back into the lead. J.J. then made 2 long birdie putts on holes number 12 and 14. Things started to look better. J.J. then drove the green on the par 4 17th hole, made another birdie to take the lead in the tournament. A perfect drive on 18, on the green and 2. All J.J. had to do was 2-putt for the victory. But why not make that 64-foot putt on the last hole of the U.S. Open to win in style? Here's J.J.'s 64-foot putt trying to get it close, and guess what? It goes in the hole. J.J. Spaun has just won the U.S. Open. There's his wife and his 2 daughters. And he's won by 2 strokes. Come from behind victory. This was very emotional for him. Would be very emotional for anyone, really. I mean, this is a huge moment. It's a life-changing moment to win the U.S. Open, especially under incredibly difficult circumstances. You can see it in his face. This was an emotional win for J.J. Years ago at another tournament, J.J. saw an 11-year-old girl with type 1 diabetes following him. He stopped and told her, "Don't let diabetes hold you back." Next, a flurry of formalities. First of all, you have to thank your caddy who helped you through all of this. Celebrate with Melody and the kids. Then you have to head off to the scorer's table and sign the scorecard correctly. Be sure to do that. And we have a new United States Open champion. JJ overcame bad luck, rain, and a very tough Oakmont Country Club golf course to win the U.S. Open. JJ also managed his type 1 diabetes. JJ was the only golfer in the field who shot under par. There's a biotech company called Sana that is working on a cure for type 1 diabetes. The website is sana, SANA.com. Sana uses pancreatic islet cells transplanted into the forearm which produce insulin. The islet cells are genetically modified so that immunosuppressants are not needed to avoid rejection of the islet cells. A middle-aged man in Sweden with type 1 diabetes was the first person to get cadaver islet cells from Sana in late 2024. Sana plans to switch from cadaver pancreatic cells to genetically engineered stem cell-derived islet cells in the future. FDA approval is years away, but this approach from Sana gives hope to the 9 million people in the world with type 1 diabetes. JJ Spaun is our new U.S. Open champion and is an inspiration for all of us, not only for golfers, but people with type 1 diabetes. This is Stephen Vig in San Antonio. Thanks for watching.